decision, not unexpected.
And I think the story of that fight is the story of how to throw a successful roundhouse kick to the right side of your opponent's body.
Oh, those kicks were absolutely devastating, and then he followed them up immediately with combinations, looking very sharp with his combinations. He was throwing a lot of hooks. The crowd shows their appreciation for Justin Whitten. Heck of a performance.
Now we're going to turn it over to ringside announcer Mark as he calls the next fighters into the cage.
You know, a lot of these fighters, competitors have nicknames, you'll notice, and we haven't really shared our ring announcers with them, but I think it'd be appropriate to say the incredibly handsome Mark Johnson. So that's sort of his nickname. I forget where it was Mark that told me that. So there's where I got that nickname from. But gosh darn it, let's give him some credit here. I think it's appropriate.
There's got to be a reason why Mark calls himself the incredibly handsome Mark. And looking into the ring, I think I see why.
He looks good from here. So back to our ring announcer, the incredibly handsome Mark Johnson.
A small technical hiccup. Any moment we'll have Mark Johnson's mic up and operating.
All right, so making his way down to the cage. Guy Little Bear Hartry. He is the first of our independent fighters. I think we have 4 on the card tonight, fighting out of Great Falls. And so if you hear a freestyle fighter or an independent fighter, it just means they don't have a home gym at the time. So a lot of these guys are having independent to step in against a guy that has a whole team backing him. And Guy Hartry is one of those fellows out of Great Falls, Montana. And boy, we get a lot of fighters out of Great Falls. Jesse, they come in, they're ready to roll.
Those guys out of Great Falls, a lot like the guys born in Butte, have a history of being fighters. So when you see a guy from Great Falls fighting as an independent, you know at least one thing about him. He didn't come here to points box.
He's not coming here to bake cookies. He ain't coming here to sell cookies. He's coming here to throw gloves. Where we have Little Bear, Guy Hartry, ready to roll. He's in the cage getting some instructions from referee Wes Ogan.
And you can see the intensity to Guy Hartry. A little bit of that pre-fight jitter, but he seems ready.
Jeremy Mettler
making his way to the ring, and he is looking intense. Would you even say that he's looking mean, Manny?
He's looking mean, and I would say his nickname is Mean Jeremy Mettler. So he's been training for many years. This is his actual first bout. He said his training camp went great, and what he's looking to do right now, Jesse, he's looking to get in here, have fun, and just fight. Hey, he wanted to give a shout out to friends and family in Minnesota. So everybody listening out there on Fight Force live stream, Jeremy Mettler says, hey. All right, Jesse, these are the big boys. This is open division heavyweights. So here we go.
Heavy heavyweights standing in the ring right now.
Heavyweights, and they are both looking ready to go. Wes Ogan, referee, doing the last minute checks. Bout number 3, we're ready to go.
And we see some combinations thrown.
Jeremy Mettler looking really sharp with his combinations. But Guy Hartry fighting back. Jeremy moving forward, but Guy Hartry comes back no matter what he's throwing, Jesse. Guy Hartry's coming back.
Guy Hartry
Look at that.
Throwing combinations. Guy Hartry has turned this completely around. He's got him back against the cage. He manages to throw a strike to fight himself out, and we're back to neutral.
He weathered that early storm by Jeremy Mettler.
A huge right hand landing for Jeremy. And some very technical jabs coming out of Guy Hartry. Despite the pressure being applied, he is holding his head high.
And he just keeps coming back, Jesse. That's what's amazing here. Jeremy's putting a lot of pressure on him. Nice kick-punch combination by Jeremy Mettler. But Guy Hartry just keeps coming back. Look at that. Nice front snap kick.
Movement.
Oh, hard right hand. Hard right hand by Jeremy Mettler. Guy Hartry is down, but he's back up to his feet. That was a nice right hand right down the pipe. All right, they're ready to go. He's back up and ready to go. Nice high kick by Jeremy Mettler.
Guy Hartry starting to work punches to the body, managing some spacing, keeping his eyes on those.
Oh, and a head kick.
That's a beautiful head kick.
Very impressive, and now Jeremy's using combinations of uppercuts and lead right hands in combination. He's really throwing the leather. Guy's holding on. There's just a few seconds left in the round. Is he going to make it?
Against the cage.
So Guy Hartry survived round number 1. I've got a feeling the doctor may be in to take a look at his eyes, and the doctor is coming to cage side. There's a couple of very hard punches near the end of the round. You see on the replay here, Jeremy Mettler just throwing combinations. Early in the round, Guy Hartry coming back strong. You can see that was a hard left hand that snapped his head back. Nice high kick.
Jeremy Mettler definitely looking mean out there tonight.
He's really looking nice with his combinations. He is throwing some nice low kicks and then coming up high. So he's mixing it up high and low. Also, you'll see him throwing combinations of hooks and uppercuts, which a lot of people forget to do. They forget, hey, uppercut's still legal in here, guys, and it's a very underrated punch. Jeremy Mettler doing a heck of a good job with it. Guy Hartry weathered the storm, but he's getting a hard look. And they're calling this bout. They're calling this bout. I don't think his eyes were clear, and his nose might have a little bit of damage there. So that's going to be a TKO victory
and
for Jeremy
folks
Mettler.
At home, despite the amount of heart that these fighters have, Guy Hartry very likely might have wanted to continue, but for the health and safety of our fighters,
Fighter safety is absolutely paramount here at Fight Force. We want to make sure these fighters are kept safe.
There's
very
no
important.
$1 million contracts on the line tonight, Manny.
They're doing it for pride. They're doing it for fun. They're doing it for their friends, their family, their teammates. They're doing it because they want to do it.
Competition. And of course, they're doing it because they wanted to come out and fight.
Very impressive performance by mean Jeremy Mettler.
And now we go to our ringside announcer, Mark Johnson, for the official decision. And I've gotta say, Jeremy Mettler